When talking about anime with someone, one of the first things to get asked is usually, what's your favorite one? For the longest time, I felt like I had a different answer every time someone asked me that question. One day it could be One Piece, the next Tensura, the day after that Full Metal Alchemist, and the week after that Inuyashiki or Gintama. But whenever I'd finish a series I liked, my initial reaction was usually, yep, this is my new favorite. But after letting it sink in for a week or so, I always began to reflect on it more and more, and usually concluded that I was just hyped up in the moment and maybe gave the series too much credit. Everything has flaws, whether it's anime, manga, manhwa, live action or whatever. It's just about how much you mind the flaws compared to the good stuff. I feel like a prime example of this is One Piece, because I love One Piece, I really do. But some things in the series are kind of yikes. For example, characters basically being immortal unless it's a flashback. Characters or plot devices that get very epic introductions only to be forgotten and never mentioned again. Yet. Despite these very big flaws that would get called out if it was an overall worse series, the sheer amount of hype that peak One Piece provides is enough to forgive the bad stuff. But would I consider the One Piece anime one of the best? Wano? Yes. Overall, no. Pretty much everything before Wano really drags out the content from the manga. But so does Wano. The only difference is that the Wano animation is godly compared to the rest of the series. So people don't really mind it. But considering the entirety of the series, I can't say One Piece is my favorite anime. My actual favorite anime is Legend of the Galactic Heroes, or Ginga Eiyu Densetsu. If you're not familiar with it, you've probably seen it at the top of my anime list and thought, what the fuck is this doing up here with Attack on Titan, Full Metal Alchemist, Hunter x Hunter, Gintama and Oshi no Ko? Damn, is Oshi no Ko really that good? I haven't watched it yet. Anyway, Legend of the Galactic Heroes isn't some high-octane, nuts-to-butts adrenaline injection like other popular series. Instead, it focuses on two geniuses going at it in military and political battles on a galactic scale. Yang Wen Li of the Free Planets Alliance and Reinhard Lohengam of the Galactic Empire. We see as much of both sides in both negative and positive ways and what motivates them to continue this 150-year-long war. We see schemes, strategies, and the consequences they have on each side, meaning that there is no clear hero or villain, and who you stand behind is totally up to you as the viewer. I more specifically like Die Neue These, which is an ongoing remake of the original 90s OVA series. After binging the remake and falling in love with it, I desperately wanted to continue the story, so I asked Reddit on what episode I could pick the OG series up from the end of Die Neue These. And they obviously told me to start from episode 1, to which I then proceeded to let out a big But since there are some minor differences due to the OG series not completely following the source material, or so I've heard, I decided, like always, to shut up and follow the will of the Internet Council. After watching 10 episodes, I did notice some differences. Despite the end result of every major conflict being the same as in the remake, a few scenes were completely different. They sometimes took place in another location or involved other characters that weren't supposed to be there. So I decided to stop watching and simply wait for Die Neue These to continue where it left off. Everything quality related, audio, animation, voice acting and direction is obviously better in the remake. But considering the 30-year gap between the OG and the remake, I can't be too harsh on the OG. Overall, I'd give Die Neue These a 9.4 rating. For reference, I'd say One Piece is 8.9 and Sword Art Online 7.1. I only watched 10 episodes of the OG Ginga Eiyu Densetsu, but who knows, if you bully me enough, I might have to give it another go. Well, that's that. Bye bye.